Alright, let's get started. In the start menu, I did medium difficulty and tourist economy. I only picked tourist economy because I like the starting points to get all the extra loot. The custom settings that are behind these, like all the individual stats of things, I will customize later. Then I named my stalker. Oh, that guy. And my name is Broseph. It ain't Joseph, it's Broseph. Broseph. After naming my stalker, I loaded in. But you might be saying, well, why don't you have a secondary or armor? Well, the truth is that I like to cheat. I use the debug menu to give myself a bit of extra gear in the beginning for more of a fighting chance and make the Hobo stage a little less miserable. I don't want an over-under. The carabiner's really good, but I don't think it drops anymore. Let's commercial this one. To be clear, it's not that I try and give myself overly powerful stuff. I stick to B repair kits or A repair kits, as they are the low tier ones, or at least weapons of those kit classes. I picked out a balanced shotgun, I thought long and hard on it, and a 5.7 FN57 as my personal favorite sidearm. Ammo for those weapons, so I didn't have to go broke buying it immediately, and a light predator loner suit as my armor. Here are some of the settings that I mentioned changing earlier for like the economy and the progression difficulty. I like to customize my economy a little differently. Now, at the beginning, I increase the money rewards factor, sell factor, lower buy factor. You know, I make the economy super dummy easy, but very quickly later on, I immediately change it to make it harder. But one thing that I consistently do is I keep the loot money factor very high compared to normal gamma, because I believe by just existing in the zone and killing other stalkers, they should have a decent bit of money on them, depending on their rank. What I mean by very soon, later on, I change them back to be harder. There are basically two initial stages of being a hobo, or at least the two early game phases. The first phase is when you literally start out with nothing. It's typically only in your first or second day. You have very little money, you have no tools. You're just doing missions to upkeep your suit and get stash locations and just slowly start building some kind of a loot pile. The second part of this is when you have like basic tools, maybe gunsmithing or drug making kits. That way you can craft medicine, you can craft ammo for any weapons you need without needing it to cost you money. And you can also repair stuff, get some new weapons, even if they're on the lower end of repair kits. You can still find some hidden gems in the garbage. Day one is just trying to survive while still making enough money and getting stash locations so you can just survive and then get tools, hopefully on day two. Spoiler alert, that's what this part is. With this in mind, I immediately made a game plan. It's a bit ambitious, I know, but I start off by maximizing the amount of missions I get in the Rookie Village and in the Great Swamps, maybe even in Garbage. And I just run around and I do as many missions as I can. That way I not only get money, but I also get stash locations. Stash locations are your progression in Gamma. If you don't find green stashes, you don't get tools, you don't progress. That's just how it works. If you guys want to know some cool tutorials, I'll link some in the description if you want to know how the game works if you don't already. And then if you do know how the game works, then just watch this video. Or don't. Well, I'm gonna start with what you do, you know, at the start of any run. No package, wild territory. This is Hummings and Meadow. That's fine. We can do that eventually. Oh, truck cemetery. Here, let's keep it to low-end missions. Dangerous mutants in Cordon, bandit and garbage. Cold-blooded betrayal, Great Swamps. Let's keep it low. I can deliver that package later if you're still offering it, but I'm not going to right now. Everything's good. Yeah, here. Just double checking everything. Hello! A fresh face, or have I seen you around before, Stalker? I'm the guy you see if you need any equipment. If you're looking for money, I'm always in the need of someone willing to do dirty work. I look over this camp. All stalkers are welcome to rest here as long as they stay out of trouble. I warn you, do not mess with the military. I work my ass off to make sure they don't crack down on this place. If you get shot by them, that's on you, and you alone. Stalkers should be relatively safe as long as they leave soldiers alone. Well, I fuck with them a lot because I hate them. I heard you promising adventure, fame, and cash. Can you help me with the wish granter? Sure, easy. It's up in Chernobyl. The next bus leaves in 20 minutes. I'm not gonna read that out loud. Listen, Stalker. Many people before you have come here looking to find the wish granter. You know what they all have in common today? Oh, you know what they all have in common today. They're all worm food. Except maybe S.T.A.L.K.E.R. In any case, the wish granter is just a legend, a myth. But the money I offer is real. Work hard, play smart, and you'll be rich in no time. Alright, so how do I get rich? Here, give me your PDA. There. If you ever find yourself struggling for work, or just want to make a little extra cash, go see these contacts. They pay well, and you'll make good connections along the way. It's honest work, or at least as honest as it gets in the zone. Don't disappoint me. Wait, what's this commotion about S.T.A.L.K.E.R? You see, back in 2012, Barkeep and I organized a campaign to gain access to the center of the zone. A stalker called the Marked One, or rather S.T.A.L.K.E.R, helped us a lot. He disabled the Brain Scorcher. The thing is, he never returned from the CNPP. We thought he got swallowed up by a spatial anomaly or kidnapped by Spetsnaz, but apparently S.T.A.L.K.E.R's back in the zone, more active than ever. And I bet he's now privy to some top secret knowledge, valuable knowledge. How about you investigate the rumors of his return and obtain that knowledge? Sounds exciting. Alrighty, I'll try and track him down. Good. I can almost see the dollar bills in your eyes. If you're serious, go see Dr. S.T.A.L.K.E.'s old friend. Spore says he lives in a secluded part of the Great Swamps. A part many people assume is completely fenced off. They're wrong, of course. Take some extra precautions against radiation and follow up on our lead. Hopefully things will clear out from there. But I don't see any. I'm so used to Counter-Strike, I need a shift war key. I forgot it exists. I'm just an idiot. I don't see one over there. Okay, I think we're clear because there's none guarding here. Okay. New tutorial, fast travel overview. Okay. Blah blah blah. I already know how that works. And nope, there's not. It's clear. It's just the scientist. No stalkers have spawned yet. It's weird. There's like nobody's populated the zone yet. Hello, I know that you like to get shiny dirt. I see. Okay. I'll go do that in a bit. I like to stack missions though, to where I can get like a shit ton at once. Let's say make fat stacks. Now, because it's the grind phase, and I'm so lightweight, I'll probably just be sprinting everywhere because I have the stamina to do so. You know, I'm kind of poor. Oh, there's bandits here. I'm looking for a fight. I need to get some training. This gun has weird animations. I don't know if I like taking it. Ammo system. I know how the ammo system works. Oh, shit. Wow, I got him right as he got me. That was scary. Okay, it works. I disabled temporary health because I think it's stupid. Ooh, a scout. Really cool. There's a 762 scout. Yeah, I fucking get it. First battle, and I won. Ooh, another Mosin Nagano with a lot of goodies in it. Oh, I actually started with red rounds in this gun. I didn't realize. I call them the red rounds. I need that shotgun. The reason I'm collecting the shotgun is because there's a mission for an NPC later. Her name is Hip, and she gives you basic tools, I'm pretty sure, for it. So we can, that's an immediate ticket, an immediate free pass for basic tools. Hello. I want to sell that and that, so I don't care about those. Do you have something to say to me? Tell me about yourself. Name's Novikov, but some call me Gray. I'm the technician who keeps everything working. I'm the only person any good stalker goes to if their shooter starts jamming. Used to work here a long time ago until just before cold took over. When everything went to shit, I looked for somewhere greener and got contracted by the scientists up near Jupiter. Was up there for a good few years until one day I headed back. They took me in without question. My skills with a workbench and my contacts with the scientists were sorely needed. I got us set up working with their guys who could carry on our old research. If you fancy the work, they're always looking for guides to the local anomalies. Talk to S.T.A.L.K.E.R if you're interested. Clear Sky's big on research, right? We sure are. Like the ecologists, we keep trying to understand this one better, but we just don't observe. We don't just observe. We prefer to use the knowledge to gain practical applications. For example, shards of gravity artifact embedded in body armor significantly reduces weight. The bloodsucker's coagulant can be implemented in a life support system that prevents blood loss during combat. I remember that. That's the thing that Clear Sky discovered, and they work with the government, and then Freedom broke that technology from the government's hands. And the resolving capacity of a flesh's eye helps us develop advanced targeting systems. Oh. Those are the many of ideas we've come up with. Cool. I'm learning. A fresh face. People around here call me librarian. I'm the local bartender. I'll be glad to answer any question you have. Sometimes I post job offerings or hear some interesting rumors, so I check back off them. What can you tell me about Cole? What can I say? He's earned quite a bit of respect as the current leader of our organization. How did he earn that respect? You see, there was some controversy regarding Lebedev from the leader, who, by the way, I personally never met, and he didn't seem to take the opinions of faction members into account during the crusade towards the CNPP. See, I was talking about that. The mercenaries certainly helped us out a lot, but in the end, it just wasn't worth it. Those who remained at the base were unable to fight back against the resurgence made by the renegades. The significance of our struggle in the swamps was reduced to zero. The sacrifices on the way to the Chernobyl MPP, as well as the swamps, turned out to be in vain. It seems like the faction's resentment towards their leader at that time was justified. There's more to it. After our troops had returned, we had to start a long war to take everything back. We wouldn't be able to manage in a day-to-day life without Cold. We received some help from unaffiliated stalkers and got in touch with people throughout the garbage and cordon. Free stalkers helped us out. Having a charismatic leader certainly didn't hurt. Moreover, he's given an order to all fighters without expectations. Do not leave here. We'll take any help, but we won't risk the lives of our guys. Whoever Lebedev was and what he did, you aren't the same faction you used to be. That's your opinion. Certainly has some value to it. Right now we have no large-scale goals except for maybe anyway. It's probably time we cut the storytelling and start the trading. Deal. I don't want to make that deal. Whose pseudo dog is that? Doctor's dog. Doctor asked Cole to keep him safe. He started getting a little odd. By the looks of it, I wouldn't say he needs it. Looks give me deceivings. This pet is a kind-hearted creature. Not gonna tell you something interesting about this kind of dog? Go ahead. Pseudo dogs don't actually descend from dogs at all. They were the same ancient ancestor. They kind of originate from wolves. Duty learned that while researching them. How did you come to know this? By virtue of my profession, I collect all sorts of stories. To the north, there's a place similar to our swamps called Zaton. I've been to Zaton a lot. It's a weird place. I've heard there's an old crank that lives in the old barge, and apparently he also has a pseudo dog. I know about that. Perhaps you can find out if it's true. If the distance doesn't bother you. It's only the entire length of the zone. Maybe I'll pop over there sometime. Good point.
Здрав буди! Как насчет выпить закусить?
Sorry, I don't want to talk to you yet. I want to do this first. Watch this.
Это вы? День добрый.
I mean, that hurt, and that's annoying, but it's funny.
Люди на нашем болоте.
Tell me about yourself. My voice cracked. Where do I begin? They call me Cold in these parts. I'm the leader of Clear Sky. I used to be the old drinks dispenser here a long time ago until I handed that honor over to the librarian. Once we caught wind of what happened to Lebedev, Solslav, and the rest of our commanders. After long intense negotiations with the latest shipment of smuggled vodka, the local force decided that I was best suited for taking over the reins and been holding on to them ever since. Cool. Tell me about Clear Sky. What do you want to know? Wasn't the faction destroyed? This is the rumor. Almost, but we managed to pull through. While most of our guys were wiped out of the power plant, not all of us were. A good number were still in our other territories, which later cut off from the rest of the zone by anomalies following the emission. When it became obvious to those in the swamps at the time, they were almost trapped here with no easy way out. Everything went to hell. Honest stalkers became bandits overnight, whilst the rest tried to flee to our base or live off in the area's mutants. We took on a lot of men, and our food stores ensured their loyalty. And after a little while, it became obvious we needed a new leader. I took on the burden and asked our librarian to man the bar in my place. He'd earned quite a bit of name for himself in a short time since he joined. After a few months of tit-for-tat raiding with the bandits, we managed to smoke most of them out. But even that didn't stop the army from feeling like they needed to move in and finish the job. Even now, they still have that bird of theirs watching the areas they took over. That bird of theirs. I'm assuming it means helicopter, but I have never encountered a helicopter in this game. I'm assuming it's the freedom mission for Skyfall, but I have no idea. What's your current goal? The thing is, we don't have a single goal. Poor Lebedev was an ambitious man. He thought he could discover all his own dirty little secrets and use the knowledge to tame or contain it. That didn't exactly pan out, though. Nowadays, we do basically the same things we used to do. We hunt mutants, collect artifacts, do some research on them. We even support the UN and perform our own research. That's right, they're part of the UN. During the golden age of the zone. We got weapons, research equipment, and even insights from their scientists and local ecologists to help us out in our endeavor to uncover the secrets of the zone. Thanks to this, every once in a while, we recover some interesting documents from old underground labs, but we don't engage in turf wars like other factions. We definitely don't plan a bold campaign into the heart of the zone anytime soon. Unlike Duty, we don't try and destroy it. We don't want to open an amusement park here like the folks from Freedom either. For now, we coexist. Better to keep a low profile, like the good old times before the final raid. Especially in these trying times, since the monolith is back at it. It's not the golden age of the zone anymore. The UN is slowly retiring, and the local PMCs are challenged by that new threat. There are even rumors of a new cult that is even crazier than Monolith, but honestly, we are far from all these troubles. Better to keep a low profile, as I was saying. So Clear Sky members basically do whatever they want now? In a manner of speaking. We're all like-minded people with similar interests, so the guys pretty much keep to their tasks without me actively telling them what to all do all the time. Been working out well for us so far. Cool. Bunch of lore, basically. Alright, time to do some missions. I'll do the last Dawn questline later. I already know all about it, but, you know. Deliver the package, that's doable, it's in garbage. Scientist, sure. Hotshot, PDA, Zaton. Yeah, I'll get to that later. Also, horrors, I don't want to do that shit, bro. That takes so many bullets. Mutant threat, sure. Classified information. Can it not be an agroprom? I fucking hate agroprom. And there's a small chance that it's going to be, like, in the military base. That contract killer is going to move, isn't he? No, he's guarding that place. It's fine. Cool, I'm done here. Oof. Gotta hide in the bushes. The dogs went all the way around? They did. I didn't talk to that guy before. Bro, where are they? Yeah, keep yapping. Just do your job. How long does that take, dude?
Смена магазина!
This is why I picked medkits as my starter thing. The recoil over the gun is also weird. Oh, hey, you're a bitch. Hold on. Where did you come from? I hate fractures. Top 10 worst mutants in the game. First shot. Wow, they have good aim.
Эй, уёбок! Ну как там тебе? Печёт?
This guy better not die. He has an AK versus the guy from S.K.E.R. have killed 3 of them. You literally can't fumble this. He's down. I don't even care. Die. Energy drinks are my life in this game. I don't know what's going on there, but I'm just gonna run past it and hopefully things end up good for me. Hello, doctor. I'm gonna light your fire for you. Hello. What do you want? I've heard that S.T.A.L.K.E.R is still alive. Do you know where he is? S.T.A.L.K.E.R, are you sure? Quite certain. The entire zone can't stop talking about him. I need to find him. Have you got any ideas where he might be? Well, even after all these years, regrettably, I do not know for certain. The man is like a ghost. But if there's one place he would visit somewhat frequently, it would be his hideout in Agroprom Underground. You may be able to find him there, or at least some clues. To get there, enter via manhole somewhere on the northern complex, then check the walls underground for any large circular openings you could climb into. One of them will lead you into his hideout. Okay, thanks for the info. I suppose it's time for an adventure. Okay. If you find him, please tell him to visit an old friend every once in a while. We'll do. See you. Cool. Now that that's done, I'm going to get the fuck out of here before the bandits notice me. Oh, I haven't even completed a mission yet, but because I've done the Living Legend questline, I already have RF receiver stuff. That boy is tanky.
Смена магазина!
That one's running, so don't worry about him. There might be things here. There are things here. It looks like that cat just ran into the fire. Oh, destroyed that cat. He's on fire too. This is my path. I just walk straight through. I don't know if there's any fire anomalies there, but I just walk straight in and then I walk straight out. It works for me. Every time. Can I unpack these? How many bolts does that give me? Holy shit, it's a lot of bolts. I didn't mean to take that other one, but thank you.
Все захреначим. Синий.
Yeah, so I can do that. I typically like to stash my shit here in the swamps and then fast travel to the bar, but I think this time I'll venture up north because I've already got a Taz and some buckshot that I can offer to Hip. I can immediately get those basic tools and then go north. I like the rain. Alright, Sidorovich. I have your anomaly. Job is done, sir. Spring cleaning, there we go. Ah, that doesn't change. I'm just gonna take it. And let me talk to you. Been better days. What do you need? I'd like to ask you some questions. There's not much I can tell you unless you're looking for work. I know a guy. He's rich in all senses of the word. Silly and privileged in equal measure. He's out there treating the zone like a safari right now. He doesn't care for artifacts. All he wants to do is collect guns and shoot pigs with them. He even wants to find a TAS 194 that has seen some genuine zone action as a souvenir. And he wants to pay absolutely through the roof. The problem is, this guy I met with, who knew where to find such a TAS, is a hunter, and he died years ago. None of the big game traders below the barrier seem interested in finding one either. They don't seem to think it's worth their time. If you find one, bring it to me along with 20 rounds of buckshot. You'll be paid several times what it fetched you elsewhere. Give me the store's details or you're dead. Sounds like a good deal to me, I'll do it. Here, delivered as promised. Bad news, he died. Even though I just got... I love how the dialogue, it's supposed to be like, oh, you'll go get it. And then come back when you find one, but I just did it instantly. Bad news, I'm afraid. I just got breaking news. Our client died horribly. Don't look so sour, though. His lack of survival skills were surpassed by his only lack of discretion. Here's some things from his stash. Damn, so he died just like that? Pseudo-giant, from what I can tell, speaking of. Would you mind doing another job for me? Another client of mine has a weird fetish about Snork's fingers. Ew. Yes, you heard me correctly. Don't ask why. He wants 40 Snork fingers, so that's more or less 8 hands. Could you bring me that? What the hell? I mean, if I happen to find these Snork's hands, ew, maybe I'll let you know. Cheers. See you later. So, boom. Day 1, I'm like 6 hours in. I already got basic tools. That's how we roll. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave my loot at the stash, go do all the missions. And then when I come back here to get the mission completes, I will pick up this loot and head north. They know, I think. How did I not hit you? Got him. Okay, alright, that guy's got a machine gun. Hold on. Oh, fuck you. Ah, fuck, I'm being surrounded. Oh, radiation, holy shit. Whoa, my ears are ringing in real life. I'm gonna run back here. And my hope is that they'll follow me here. And I can have a fortified position. Someone right there.
Патроны кончились!
Oh, buckshot does not work that well against hard armor, but that's okay. That's a zombie. I am taking them out right now. They're just walking into my bullets. Yeah, stand still for me. That really works out for you.
Давай, давай, давай!
I'm really just like baiting him out here. It's kind of a W strat. That guy's downed in the middle of the thing. Hold on.
Ну все, хана ему!
I thought that guy was downed. Whoa! This is a zombie. I hear him. Can you die already? Holy shit, the zombie's strong. My reputation has improved. I'm not sure why killing a zombie improved my reputation, but it did. The shotgun's not bad though for taking on bandits. I'm afraid by the sound of that AK, there might be a military guy. Nope. Just good old-fashioned zombie. If I can just hit him in his head with the 5.7, that'd be great. Headshots work pretty well on zombies. If you don't hit them in the head, they kind of just never die. I still don't hear a bandit though. I gotta say, this is the most unique fight I've ever had with bandits. Oh my god, he's all the way over there. How the fuck am I expected to... Why are you taking shots from over there? You're just gonna waste all your ammo. Well, it's a little easier when they do that. But typical bandits being like that. Holy shit. That was brutal. That was an execution right there. Where's this guy that my objective is showing? Oh, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Oh, you motherfucker. Is he? Nope. Alright, so now I get to loot all these bodies. But the only unfortunate consequence is I'm going to have a lot of stuff to carry back. Oh, thank fuck there's only one. Rare dogs. It's weird because this reticle... Oh, wow, that was really easy. The spot that the pellets actually hit is slightly above where you aim. Like a ½ inch or so. Well, it's not. Hopefully you won't notice the laser. How's that not a headshot? The fuck? Oh, wait. Is there more, like, way north? Oh, fuck, I gotta go all the way up there. That was close to me. Quick little lore note, a lot of the vans that you see around, I know exactly what van that is. It's a UAZ 456 Loaf. I recently learned about them. They're a Soviet-era van that has been produced since like the 1950s or 60s, and they haven't changed the design like at all. They've put some modern conveniences on the new ones, but it's a design that's been mostly the same for like 70 years or so, and it's just a cool Easter egg that I know about. Over the package, clear sky, Niagara prom. I don't really wanna. Military grade swamps? Oh hell yeah, dude. Mutants. Lost signal. If it wasn't in that dark escape, I'd do it. And then I think there should be one for bandit patches. Yeah. He's gonna give me a sweet prize for this one. Snork.
Да-да.
Привет, сталкер. Что скажешь?
Take me to the bar, sir. Hello, duty. How are you soldiers doing today? I am metallic scrap. Shit. Can I craft? I probably can't craft anything else besides this, maybe. Yeah, not enough copper wire. I need to do more missions and get more loot first before I start doing all that. I had done it. I got my foothold, I grinded away for the whole day and then some. If I'm honest, this was a really good start to the run. I normally take 2 whole days. I got a ton of missions done and I got basic tools, and I got north to Rostock. Rostock is typically the base that I have in every run, but sometimes in the later parts of the run I'll move to the Freedom Armored Warehouses, but Rostock would become my home for the rest of this run. The next episode will be the Hobo stage, but the second part of the Hobo stage, where all I'm gonna try to do is get rich, and maybe get a little bit of extra gear, so that way I can fight Monolith. My test at the end of the next episode shall be to defend the barrier from the Monolith. If I can do that, that means I can get past the Brain Scorcher, which means I can go north and continue the quest line. But first, I'll need to get through the Miracle Machine as well. Thank you, Stalkers, for watching, and I'll see you next time.